For quite a few years, I've been thinking about some way to build a home that would make it more affordable.
At Dovetail Cabin Tools, our mission is to make it possible for you to build your own log home. So we traveled to Cody, Wyoming to visit with master builder Randy Olson about our upcoming academy. Join us to learn 4 strategic ways to make the dollars go farther on your build.
So we're sitting here in your house in northern Wyoming. You built this, and it's incredible to walk around through here and see how you did this. Explain how this all came to be.
For quite a few years, I've been thinking about some way to build a home that would make it more affordable. I incorporated some of the ideas I'd come up with over the years into this, and probably the biggest one is this is just 3 small structures connected. We share some walls in common that just make it more economical. And the foundation on this particular building, we put it on a skid format that made it possible to move this building if we want to. Saved thousands and thousands of dollars.
Sure.
We utilized logs lengths, maximized them that way, knowing where our windows and doors are going to go, having doors that didn't require full-length logs on a 25-foot structure. We got away with 12s and 12s, for an example, on each side of a door. So allowing for window openings sometimes is an advantage, or openings, period. Sometimes it's not, because if you're handling logs by yourself, you need to roll them all the way across, things like that. So those are just some little things that you incorporate in your plan as you start to build based on what you have for logs.
Gotcha.
Because you want to maximize your log availability.
So basically this house, you're saying, was 3 separate cabins.
Correct.
That you built.
Correct.
And then you kind of stuck them together to make one
them
house.
with the wing going to one direction, same on the other side. And it doesn't feel like that at all.
No, it
doesn't look like that at all. It looks like a complete single-story ranch-style type home. And when you're walking through it and living in it, you'd never dream that it was 3 separate buildings.
Yeah.
The roof lines complement each other, with an architectural look that's appealing, and that sort of thing is just common sense. Figuring out what you want, there's lots of ways to accomplish that. If you just kind of put some thought to it. Now at the school, we're going to be looking at a small structure, which is just a basic idea. But you can modify that, you can add to it, you can expand on it, you can do all kinds of things. But what we're going to look at is the basics at the school.
Sure.
This will get you the footprint, and then your imagination is going to allow you to do what you want with that, bigger, smaller, whatever.
Sure. So kind of the beauty of it is you can take sort of one cabin at a time. If you're wanting a house like this, I mean, this feels like a house.
Yep.
It is a house.
Yep.
There's plenty of room in here, but it doesn't have to be one giant build. You can build, this one once it's at least dried in and stuff, then you can build the next one and take it a piece at a time. You don't have to tackle this giant build all at once.
A large percentage of the original log buildings built when this country was getting started was just that. They'd build a small cabin, and then some years later they'd get enough money and some kids, so they'd need more room, so they'd add a wing to it. And logs are very, very easy to add to.
Gotcha.
Very easy. Now with electricity and things like that that we have nowadays that they didn't, if you're going to do that, plan ahead so you run in your wires that you can get to them and things like that. That's just common sense.
Sure.
But it's very easy to do. Yep.
So you don't have to have a crew of 15 guys out there.
Exactly. Or a bankroll that is huge.
Sure.
Work within your budget, get a building going. If you want to add to it, it's not a problem at all.
Gotcha. So, we've already talked, your house is very unique in that it was, different cabins that you were able to put together in a fashion that make it feel like a house. But something else that is striking to me that's very unique is that this portion is round logs.
Correct.
But the other two wings are flat inside and outside and then dovetailed on the corners.
Correct.
What brought you to that?
This also serves as a show home. We have people looking at what they want, you know, and you want to go out and look at some different finished homes so you get some ideas. Well, they can look at a whole bunch of things right here in this one building. It's a variety. I prefer this, I like that, I don't like that, things like that. So I thought instead of having to chase around the county, if somebody's here looking for wanting to get some ideas from a house, we can just look at one house and get a whole bunch of ideas. I like the variety, personally.
That's the thing, is it all fits together so
Yes.
well. I mean, it looks like this was a very planned thing, not just, you know, I was trying to show variety. It just goes together
Intentional.
really well.
Yeah, it looks intentional.
It does.
Yeah, that was by design, but it turned out better than I'd hoped.
Yeah, they fit very well together.
You betcha. Going back to the idea of adding to a building, it's amazing over the years how many buildings we've built that maybe 5-10 years later, a previous customer, they'll call us and say they want to add another room to their house or another wing or whatever. And how often we end up doing that? Even a good sized house.
Really?
Yeah, very common. And when we're done, you walk away from it, you can't tell which is the new, which is the old.
That's amazing.
The bucking horse on the Wyoming license plate is kind of a recognized symbol around the nation. And the gentleman that originally got that implemented, the bucking horse was for the plates, had a log home over in Sheridan, Wyoming. It's in the historical registry and all that stuff because it was kind of a big deal guy.
Sure.
And we had a client that had bought that home and wanted it almost twice as big. But he wanted to maintain the historical value of what he had there. So we went back and put a huge addition on it. And you can't tell what was the old and what was the new.
Really?
It's just that simple. You know, we use the right size logs to match the existing, same jointery, same chink joint, same everything. It's amazing.
Gotcha. You can add another portion of a house on there, but how difficult is it to cut openings or make it actually fit into the...
Not a problem at all. Very easy. Yeah, it's no problem at all.
So like on a stick-built home, you'd have to take in a lot of engineering factors and things like that, whether it's a weight-bearing wall, you can't take out a certain amount of studs or whatever because it's weight-bearing and that kind of thing. Is that a big deal with the...
One unique thing about a log building, almost every wall's structural integrity throughout it. You know, if we put an opening here, we still got full-length logs going over it, so we maintain our structural integrity.
Makes sense.
And I think it's probably easier to put an addition on a log building than a frame building.
Sure.
Because we don't have to go back in and reinforce the old existing as much.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Thanks for spending some time with us. If this video gave you some new ideas, or you want to hear more, let us know in the comments. And if you don't want to miss any of Randy's wisdom, well, you know what to do.